live and in person from the Kumite.
When I was driving down here, I was like, I wonder what he's going to do for this one. Because you've been doing themes for like kind of a theme for your intro on every episode. Sorry, I stepped on your intro.
It's the A Little Off the Top podcast. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Justin. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm fantastic.
How's your birthday month going?
It's going. I haven't started celebrating anything yet. Next week's episode is going to be the one right by my birthday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'll have to. Okay. I might forget to do something for your birthday on that day.
That's fine.
I have a week. I have a week.
Sure.
I've been busy. I have gone nonstop these last couple weeks.
You're skipping something.
Oh,
hang on.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Slow your roll. Got all the stash. Birthday shots. Birthday. That's not how it goes. That's birthday sex.
Oh, wait. That's a song by someone?
Were we...
R. Kelly?
We weren't recording when we were talking about the clap. That was before we started.
It was recording, but we weren't recording.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. We hadn't introed.
Yeah. But we were recording.
You've been busy.
I've been busy, yeah, man, nonstop. Like, I haven't even...
Are you as busy as these kids that are fucking running around out here?
Yeah.
They're running like they're fucking busy, man.
Yeah. And they're fucking up that bonsai tree. Is that a bonsai tree? It's a Japanese maple, but...
That is a maple, yeah.
Anyway, no one's tuning in to hear about Bebe's kids.
We should open the door and just yell at them.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll go over well.
Probably not. Okay, what have you been busy with? Sorry.
Just everything, man. You know, Houston back at school. Swim started back up.
Back to school.
I've actually been going to the gym
quite
often.
Yeah?
Yeah. Planet Fitness app, baby.
Find them.
Skills the Barber.
Yeah, at Skills the Barber.
Yeah, no, at least like 3 times a week.
That's a pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you lifting? Are you doing cardio? What are you doing?
Both. I've been on the rowing machine a lot. I really like the rowing machine. And then I do weights.
The rowing machine's really, really good for cardio, especially if you're doing like HIIT training, like the high intensity, short intervals.
They have a HIIT class. I watched the Peloton app because they have the rower classes available now. Yeah. Hold on.
You all right?
No. That better? I don't know.
It sounds better.
Yeah, probably looks funnier.
That doesn't matter.
We're only doing video now.
Nobody's watching this.
Hey, we had a few views before I put my view on there. We had a comment on a YouTube video.
Did we really?
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that. Which episode was that?
The latest one.
Really?
You didn't see it?
Let me pull that up. Fucking kids, man. We're not the Doughboys.
We are not the Doughboys.
We are.
I know people get confused a lot.
It's because I'm fat. It's got 6 views. Oh, we don't want to actually watch it.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. No, that's the synopsis. Oh, okay.
What?
Let me read the comment.
Yeah.
And then I'll maybe say who it is. A day ago, this comment was left. I love Fernet. You guys are the best. Keep up the good content.
See?
Thanks.
There's people out there.
Thanks, at Skills the Barber.
Wait. I've never said I was Skills the Barber on YouTube.
You're cross-platform, baby.
Oh.
No, you did the same thing when we first started just doing audio.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you were like, this podcast gave me superpowers.
Oh, I did.
I could fly now or
Yeah.
some shit.
Hey, any engagement is good engagement, man.
That's true.
Even if it's from the creators.
Even on Instagram, like I'll post our... Why are we talking about this on the podcast? I'll post our weekly post to say that there's a new episode, and then usually Evan comments, and then I'll switch back to my personal account and I'll respond to it, and then I'll switch back over to the podcast account and just like all of the comments.
Engagement, baby.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we're not good at it.
No. I've been engaged once.
Just the one time.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out. We got married.
You had to break up with her to marry her, though, right? Because you can't have a girlfriend and a wife at the same time.
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's interesting.
You're cheating on her.
I am. Fuck. I'm cheating on my fiance with my wife.
Do you have a movie theater like seat ranking. Like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
because all movie theaters you have to like select the seat when you buy the ticket. Do you have a specific spot that you like to go to first?
Yes. And it depends on the theater. I think the IMAX over here is like G21 maybe.
Okay.
But I'm just middle as much as I could get.
Middle row, middle of the row.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's usually what I'll go for. Sometimes I just like being back row, middle.
Oh, back rowsman.
I'm a back
and you're
rowsman
not
from
getting a
way back.
blowjob.
No, it's just by myself.
Jacking.
I might get a hand job.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
But okay, the reason I bring it up is because I went to the movies last week, and it's a movie that had been out for a while. So it was one of the smaller theaters. So there's the front 2 rows, and then it's like C through G, right? So like not very many rows. When I pull up the tickets, nobody has bought tickets. I'm the first one buying tickets to this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I might have this fucking theater to myself.
I always
this is
think-
going to be incredible.
Yeah.
And I picked very back row, middle. And I show up to the movie theater, get my ticket, and grab my beer, go into the theater. And there's a couple that are in like row C, and I'm in row G. I'm like, totally fine. They're row C, middle, perfect. So I walk all the way to the back row, take my seat, and then 5 minutes later, a group of 3 people come in.
Oh no.
And they sit in the same row as me, a seat away from me.
That's fucking weird, bro.
What the fuck is that?
That is weird. That's almost like the motherfucker that pisses next
It's
to you.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And I got up and I pretended like I had to go to the bathroom, and I just walked out into the hallway, and I pulled up because the movie hadn't started. I
Yeah.
could still pull up like the tickets, and I looked, and sure enough, they bought those 3 seats right fucking next to me. And then nobody else had bought tickets. So when
Yeah.
I went back in, I just went a row in front of where I bought
Gotcha.
my ticket, and I had the whole row to myself. But it's just like, what
That's
the
so
fuck?
weird.
Like, there were 2 or 3 other rows that you could have had all to yourself, but you chose to sit next to me.
So weird.
You got
Because they had to be in the back.
right. Well, you pull up the thing and you see, okay, there's one person sitting right here. They probably want to be alone
And
so
jerk off.
I'm gonna fucking buy the 3 seats next to him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's also Tesla charging etiquette also.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because the way the chargers work is, there's like rows of them, right? But they're like kind of banked in 2s as far as the way the power circuitry is.
Okay.
So like, if there's an empty thing and I'm in one and you park next to me, now we're both drawing power basically from the same coupler.
Oh, so they're charging slower.
So it charges slower.
Oh, okay.
So you should, if you can, go like one over. You know, always leave a space in the middle if you can. If you can't, if it's busy, just go where. But dude, I've been in chargers. We on the way back home, we were in this one fucking charger in Oregon, and it was a bunch of chargers. We were the only one there. Went to the like convenience store that was there. Come back, and it's one motherfucker parked right next to me.
That's fucking
I
dumb.
was like, you son of a bitch.
You probably just got it and didn't know how things worked yet.
No, I don't. I stabbed his tire though. So see how far that fucker
With
got.
your needle dick?
Oh. Because that was my movie name?
Huh?
What?
What? No, I'm just.
I was in a movie and the character was Needle Dick.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
No, I was not calling back on that. I was
Oh.
just making a joke that you have a small, pointy, sharp penis.
I think that's what the director was making joke also. Because I did about 5 takes before he said, call him Needle Dick.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, you should make a movie.
Yeah, that's what that means. Couple weeks ago on the podcast, I had mentioned, maybe it was last week. I don't fucking remember. How does time work? I had mentioned that I'd been following that.
Time is a construct.
That conspiracy theory Instagram account.
Yes, you sent me some of them. First of all, dude's eyes are hypnotizing.
Oh, yeah.
Are those his real eyes or does he wear contacts? What's the conspiracy theory?
I don't know. I haven't looked that far into it. But he does remind me of this guy, Shep, that used to work at Barbara Blues. Like light-skinned, super
Blue
light
eyes.
eyes. Like, fucking, oh, man. Women probably fall in love with him just by looking at him.
I mean, I know what it's like.
But I did come across a conspiracy theory on that account. You were asking if, like, any of them are believable.
Uh-huh.
I think I got one that I can actually get behind.
What is it?
It's that the moon landing footage is fake.
No, and Stanley Kubrick directed it.
Right. I'm not saying that we didn't go to the moon, because that's what a lot of these people are saying, that we never went to the moon and that they just shot it on a set. I feel like it's possible that we did go to the moon, but we didn't have the technology to actually film it out there. And that these kids are staring at us like we're fucking zoo animals.
I know.
I lost my train of thought.
The moon landing was real and the footage was real. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I don't know, man. I'm worried that following this account is going to slowly make me a crazy person.
Dude, that's how it starts. That's how they get
right?
you. They get their hooks in you with these
Bigfoot's real too.
Bigfoot is real.
Bigfoot is real.
Yeah, his name is Giannis Antetokounmpo. His foot is hella big.
That is a Bigfoot.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq, size 22.
Bigfoot.
We're zoo animals.
I don't think they realize that we can hear them.
They're on the podcast now.
Fuck. Now they're famous.
Yeah.
We just made those fucking kids famous. Okay.
Sons of bitches.
They're gone. Hopefully they stay gone.
Yeah, no, the footage is real. Like, they really filmed up there.
Yeah, maybe.
It wasn't hard technology.
No, but isn't there also like a clip where like the president just like picks up a phone and he's talking to them, and it's just like a landline that he's talking to them on?
They only had landlines.
Well,
But who knows? It could have went. It went to like a
phones.
relay.
Yeah.
But it was delayed though. I'm pretty sure it was delayed.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, are we real?
I could edit this podcast and make it look like we're delayed, even though we're in person.
Are we in the Matrix? I don't know.
Maybe.
I just, as a rule, don't believe any of that shit.
I'd like to be able to bend spoons with my mind. That'd be cool.
I'd like to move my penis without my hands. I mean, I guess I can't do that.
Viagra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I cut this guy who's going to Burning Man. He's gone every year since '93.
He should be gone already.
Oh, he's there. Yeah. He was on his way, but he's gone every year since '93. And he was telling me about...
I forgot I brought myself a beer.
Naked. Like, I was asking, like, is it just a bunch of naked people out there?
Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of naked people.
It's a lot of naked people.
But there's also a lot of naked people at Beta Breakers.
Yeah, well, I've seen that in first person. Yeah, and he said there's a naked bike ride. And he's like, one thing that stands out is that a lot of the guys on this bike ride take Viagra before it. So they're just riding like...
Rock hard?
Boned up, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
So they don't accidentally sit on their dick?
I feel like, no, I don't know. Just as like I don't know, dude. But you hear that?
I do.
No, that was weird.
No, it's gone. That was weird.
I feel like like if you're naked around people, like a flaccid penis is fine, but a torqued up dick is like kind of aggressive.
Oh, very aggressive.
Yeah. That's
it's
like
it's like a narwhal riding a bike.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, it's like a hitchhiker.
Needle dick.
Yeah. Needle dick.
That's more like a sausage. I got sausage fingers. I got fat hands.
There is a conspiracy theory though that I used to believe, but I for real don't believe it anymore. That Frank Dukes was actually in the Kumite.
Yeah. You really want to get into it? Let's get into it.
Man. Let's get into it, man. Unless you got something else.
No. We're not just here to complain about people's etiquette in movie theaters
or children
that want to be famous. No, we're here to continue my birthday month of films from 1988, and we're talking
by watching a film from '88. This came out in '88.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Nothing. Sorry.
Okay.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. We're here to talk about Bloodsport. Bloodsport is a 1988 American martial arts film directed by Newt Arnold. It stars
Newt.
Newt.
Eye of Newt.
Tale of Toad. It stars Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, it does.
Leia Ayres. Forrest Whitaker, a very young Forrest Whitaker.
I had that in my notes. Forrest Whitaker,
before a lazy eye?
Yeah.
Donald Gibb, Roy Chow, and Bolo Young.
Bolo, baby.
Bolo is a fucking beast. The film centers on Frank Dukes, often mispronounced as Dux, played by Van Damme. He is a United States Army captain and ninjutsu practitioner who competes in an underground full-contact martial arts tournament called the Kumite in Hong Kong. The co-screenwriter Sheldon Leach claimed that Dukes.
Put up your dukes.
Yeah, like put up your dukes. He claimed that Dukes had fabricated his fight record and the existence of the Kumite after this movie had been made. Despite... Oh, shit. My notes are fucking up here. Scroll up. Despite mixed critical reviews, it was a box office success. It grossed $50 million on a budget of $1.5 to $2.3 million. So it made a fuck ton of money.
It was a Canon film, and they made their films as cheap as they could.
The film was based on a true story. True story. And it was one of Van Damme's first lead roles, which showcased his athletic abilities, launching his career as a mainstream action star. The screenplay was based on Dukes' claims that were first covered in the November 1980 issue of Black Belt magazine. After the movie's release, many of his claims were disputed.
Someone did a Freedom of Information Act and found out he was only like in the Marine Reserves because he claimed also that
he was just in the reserves.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
Because he claimed he was like CIA. Oh, CIA said they had no idea who he was. He said he was like a special ops CIA operative and all this shit. Yeah. None of it real. He made up his own form of martial arts.
The
Dukes Ryu Ninjutsu. Yeah.
I watched a YouTube video of him, like he went to like a dojo and was like teaching people, and this guy is straight up just Steven Seagal too. Yeah, that's who he is. Some of the claims that he made, these pop up like right before the credits. From 1975 to 1980, Frank Dukes fought 329 matches. He retired undefeated.
Oh, of course.
As the world heavyweight full contact Kumite champion. 329 matches, never been beat. That's fucking sane. Apparently, he, at the time of this movie's release, he still holds 4 world records, which are the fastest knockout at 3.2 seconds, the fastest punch with a knockout at 0.12 seconds, the fastest kick with a knockout, which is 72 miles an hour. Now we're going speed, not time. And then most consecutive knockouts in a single tournament at 56.
Oh, 56.
Yeah, single tournament, 56 knockouts.
Yeah.
Subsequently, Mr. Dukes, I'm going to say Ducks the whole time. Mr. Dukes founded the first American ninjutsu system known as Dukes Ryu. And then I've got a quote from the writer, Sheldon Leach. I had known Frank Dukes. God damn it! I had.
Here, let's take another shot.
Yeah, that's gonna help. Sure.
Let's loosen those lips.
I had known Frank Dukes for a number of months before I came up with the idea for Bloodsport. Frank told me a lot of tall tales, most of which turned out to be bullshit. But his stories about participating in this so-called Kumite event sounded like a great idea for a movie. There was one guy who he introduced me to named Richard Bender, who claimed to have actually been at the Kumite event and who swore everything Frank told me was true. After a few years later, this guy had a falling out with Frank and confessed to me that everything he told me about the Kumite was a lie. Frank had coached him in what to say. So it's like, I don't know what he had on this guy. But,
I don't know.
But he was able to
pics.
Yeah.
Needle dick pics.
Needle dick pics. All right, let's do another one. Beep, boop, ha ha. Oh boy. So yeah.
All my notes are on my phone.
That's why I started doing on a laptop.
No, they were on my laptop also.
It's actually been really helpful too. I've got
my laptop's not here.
I've got my iCloud notes, so it's like synced to my phone.
Yeah.
So I could just pull them up here and writing notes for the show on a laptop. So much better than writing them on the phone.
That's how I. But my laptop did not make it here today.
That's a bummer.
Hope I remember it for next week.
We'll see. You want to talk awards? I looked into awards to see if this movie got any awards.
Razzie? No. Yeah?
It was nominated for a Razzie.
The year it came out? Or later?
I believe so. I mean, don't they have to?
I don't know how that works.
Do they do retroactive Razzies?
But this movie, spoiler alert, this movie's pretty good.
I like Kickboxer better.
Okay. Is that Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought that's the movie we were going to be watching.
No, man.
Like, I was like,
Kickboxer.
when's his brother going to die?
So much more fun, and his brother doesn't die.
His brother dies, and then he takes his place.
He gets fucked up, like he's like put in a wheelchair, but he doesn't die. But Kickboxer is the one where he goes to like the little bar, like in the jungle, and he's like,
I was gonna do that dance,
dancing and shit.
No, he goes like this. He goes,
dude, Jean-Claude Van Damme dancing is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
He was in the movie Breakin'.
Was he?
As a background extra
No.
in spandex dancing. You can look it up real quick. It'll probably be a GIF of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because I think Canon Films made Breaking also. Right?
I think you're right.
Yeah, he's like when they're in the park with like Special K and Turbo and Ozone.
God, that movie's so fucking good.
And he's like, he's got like a wrestling singlet, just at the beach, hanging around, dancing.
It's just pulling up the one from Kickboxer.
Did you put Breakin'?
Yeah. I'll find it later.
Yeah, no worries. There was something confusing to me in this movie that they didn't quite explain. The whole like Frank Duke's military thing, because we found out he's going to Hong Kong. You got to talk to the captain. Then he escapes, and then 2 CIA agents that carry tasers.
They're not CIA. They're
Army.
I have it written down.
But like. But what it like?
They're CID, which is the
see this dick.
They're essentially it's the criminal investigation division of the army.
Oh,
so it's basically just like crimes that you would commit against your own country, maybe.
I don't know, but
they had ordered him not to go because they were worried that he was a captain, so he was higher up, and they didn't want to risk him.
But I don't know,
getting hurt or dying.
I feel like it was almost like a prequel to Universal Soldier, because they were like, the government put way too much money and time into you. But it's like it seems like he learned everything he learned from the bad guy from the Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom,
the best Indiana Jones movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever that guy's name was.
He was.
He was Tanaka.
Senzo Tanaka.
Yeah.
He was his sensei. And the way that he meets this guy is fucking hilarious. It's him and 2 other kids. Like, it's a flashback. It's him and 2 other kids.
A lot of flashbacks in this movie.
And they break into this guy's house and they find a katana.
Just this open, big ass window.
But the best part of this is he's like a little French kid.
They kind of explain that.
They don't at all.
No, because the parents came to grow their vines.
Right.
The martial sciences, not the martial arts, the martial sciences.
But when he breaks into this house, he walks through an open window. He's wearing a San Francisco Giants hat and a New York Giants t-shirt. And I think it's so fucking funny. Like, wardrobe just doesn't know sports.
And then the kid just comes and kicks him in the stomach.
This kid just loves giant things. He's gonna.
But Tanaka's son just fucking kicks the shit out of him.
He probably has internal bleeding. It was a pretty fucking hard kick.
That kid that played young Frank Dukes has the worst accent.
Oh, dude, it's awful.
Oh my god!
But so is old Frank Dukes' accent. Like, I don't know.
But they had to explain somehow how this American Army guy has an accent.
He also his accent is different than his dad's accent.
Yeah, he's from Belgium.
He's Belgian.
Brussels.
But then the actor that played his dad sounded Italian.
Yeah, it was like they didn't spend any money on this.
No. Well, the budget was nothing.
Yeah,
I said earlier it was like 1.5 million or something. 1.5 to 2.3 million dollars was the budget.
You know what though? It fucking looked good. Like the filming of it.
Yeah.
Like it looked good.
And honestly, like, Mortal Kombat comes up a lot on this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't think we have Mortal Kombat without this movie.
I don't think we have Street Fighter 2 without this movie. In fact, I think I didn't look this up, but I think the inspiration for E Honda is in this movie.
Oh, really?
There's a really big dude that he does the splits and punches them in the balls.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of looks E Honda-ish.
For sure. Okay.
Also, the UFC. This is
absolutely.
proto UFC.
Absolutely.
UFC 1 was 1993.
Right.
This is 1988.
This movie really put the mixed martial arts into popular culture.
Yeah.
So yeah, without this movie, we probably don't have UFC. That's fucking nuts. Holy shit. But oh man, so in the opening scene, it's just like a huge montage of a bunch of different people from around the world training.
Yeah.
And it's one of the coolest fucking training montages. There's the guy who's got like just giant ice blocks, like held up by ropes on a tree, and he's just fucking kicking them. And they're exploding. Oh, it's so fucking cool. It's so cool.
By today's movie standards, the fight scenes were a little slow.
Sure.
They weren't moving fast. It wasn't cut fast. There was more slow, but still, for then, dude, when this movie came out, dude, this shit was. I mean, I was 13. I was all about this shit.
When you were a kid, did you do any martial arts? Did you ever train?
I mean,
anything?
No. Like house foo.
Yeah.
Like in the house.
I think we all did that.
Like using the closet rod as a bow staff.
Oh shit!
So I got my.
That's a thick rod.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I got the rod.
I got
Spoil
my
the child. Is that a thing?
I got all my martial arts training from Daniel LaRusso. From the Karate Kid.
The crane kick?
Yeah, me and my friends went outside after seeing that movie and just tried to emulate everything.
Mom, can I wax the car?
Also, when I was 12, so before this movie, so 87, I had a Ninja Turtles comic book that was an instructional how to use all of their weapons.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They would not be able to make that now.
No, this was when it was dark. When it was like Eastman and Laird, just, like...
Right.
There was it was all black and white.
Yeah.
And like, so it was showing you how to use the bow staff. It was like an instructional thing. I used to love the Black Belt magazine because in the back they would always have like the order shit, and you could order like a ninja, the foot shoes, where
yeah.
And like shurikens.
Shuriken.
I had a shuriken.
Did you really?
Yeah, when I was like 11, I traded something for it for someone. And so my mom didn't find out. I used to like wrap it up in toilet paper and stick it in my sock drawer. And then I would take it outside and throw it at this tree at these apartments that we lived in.
Would you get it to stick?
Oh, yeah. This thing was metal.
In high school, I knew a kid who had, they were like throwing stars, but they were shaped like the batarangs.
Oh.
They were fucking sick.
Yeah.
They were really cool.
Sounds like a rich kid.
No, he was very poor. He is a kid that shouldn't have batarangs.
He stole those batarangs.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. But this movie, man, was everything. It was so good.
I already talked about the hat and the... Oh, I do also have a note. His trainer played a role in the best Indiana Jones movie. He's got the antidote.
And then, the whole, like... It was funny when he was doing the training montage to show that it was a different time. His hair was more feathered.
Yeah. They put thought into it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And then I was like, wait, is this it went on for so long. I was like, wait, is this what's going on?
Flashback.
And then, or is this flashback still? And then it finally cut back to him just staring at there's a lot of like him staring at things and flashbacks.
Yeah. During that training montage, that long ass flashback, it almost shows us like Jean-Claude Van Damme does the splits in every movie he's in.
I'm pretty sure it's in his contract.
And I feel like this is like the origin of how he learned to do the splits, because like his trainer rigs him up between two trees and he's basically like drawn and quartered, and then right? And he fucking breaks a tree down. Yeah. It's fucking nuts. But it almost seems like that's how Jean-Claude Van Damme learned how to do the splits. But then he does it 6 more times in the movie. Yeah. But he does do the Johnny Cage like splits and punch the dude in the balls.
Dude, for sure.
Which Johnny Cage is based on Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to put Jean-Claude Van Damme in the movie or in the video game, and they just couldn't get the rights to do it. So they're just like, all right, we're gonna make an actor who's like a martial arts star, and he's gonna do the splits and punch people in the nuts. Like
there was one part,
Johnny Cage,
towards the middle of the movie, where he's like
John Cage.
Jean-Claude was like meditating or something. He was like,
doing the splits between 2 chairs.
Not that time.
Oh, okay.
He was on like a hill overlooking, and he's doing the splits. And dude, the way they lit his muscles.
I don't think I paid that close attention.
Dude, like like you couldn't be in better shape than he was in this movie.
Fit as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then when his trainer just is whacking the shit out of him with the stick.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah. It got him ready for the Kumite.
It sure did. So yeah, he goes to Hong Kong and he runs into this big beefy American guy.
Nerd.
Who's got...
That's Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay. I was thinking, I looked up Raising Arizona, the cast of Raising Arizona, because for a second I thought he was the guy in the motorcycle, but it's not him.
No.
But he is in Revenge of the Nerds. You're right, and he's got a crazy fucking lazy eye.
Oh yeah,
like he's cross-eyed on one side, and it really shows like later in the movie, like in the hospital scene, he'll like look over here at somebody. He's talking to somebody, and then he's gonna go talk to somebody over here, but he'll look at the camera first, and it's just like hardcore lazy eye. And then he's over here, and it doesn't look as bad. But when he's looking at the camera dead on, it's just like, oh my god, you're very cross-eyed.
I sort of have a weird connection with that actor.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because you were a nerd?
That also.
Okay.
When I was like 16, we were living in this apartment. My mom's boyfriend, Bob, lived there with us. And
What about Bob?
he knew this guy that was like, this guy came and stayed with us. I don't know for how long. But he was a tattooer. And he had tattooed that guy.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah. And then he was like tattooing my mom's boyfriend at our house.
That guy was tattooing?
Not Ogre.
Okay.
But the guy that tattooed Ogre.
Oh, okay.
Was tattooing him, and he was going to give me a tattoo at 16, and I think,
What were you gonna
God, I
get?
did not. Oh, dude, it was bad.
What were we gonna get?
It was bad. So like I was, really into art, being an artist. So it was like a dragon holding a paintbrush. It was bad.
That is pretty bad.
But he didn't really.
Was it gonna be like a back piece, like a full back piece of a dragon?
No, it was going to be on my arm, where everyone gets their first tattoo. Right?
Not me. I don't have any on my upper arm.
Oh, nerd. Well, it's
honestly,
really good. He did.
The reason that I don't is because I was like, I want people to see it.
Yeah.
And I wear sleeves.
You're
you
a
know?
tank top man now.
Not really. I need to get my back waxed, and then I'll be more of a tank top man.
But he didn't really, what's the word? Sanitize the needles.
What's the word?
I remember he was like wiping them with like bleach or something,
Oh no!
which doesn't actually kill stuff.
That's bad.
Yeah, turns out my mom's boyfriend had Hep C anyway, so it's a
Jesus.
good thing I didn't get that
Yeah.
tattoo.
You might be dead.
I probably would be.
Fuck.
Yeah. Hep see you later.
Hep, buy it. Bye for now.
Yeah. And yeah, so that was not too far. It was just a couple years after this movie came out.
Yeah. Okay. Should have got Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits.
I will
tattooed on
say,
ya.
for the Kumite being such a secretive event, a lot of people know about it
Oh, for sure.
and talk about it openly.
Openly,
Yeah.
yeah. Except those two guys that the reporter was talking to initially.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't know what you're talking
Wearing
about.
like
Wearing
wearing karate gis
gis?
at the bar. She's like, "What's up, fellas? I know you're here for the Kumite."
We don't know. What?
What?
Oh, we're
Kumite.
landscapers.
Yeah. She's like, "Come on, you can tell me." I mean, she did fuck her way to the story.
Yeah. I mean, in that same scene, there's another guy who tries to like basically bring her to her room and then rape her. And then
The Saudi guy.
yeah.
I looked him up.
He's not Saudi.
He is not Filipino.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but
then Jean-Claude
born and
steps in.
raised in Hong Kong.
But Jean-Claude steps in and he's like, let's gamble for her.
Yeah.
If
And
I can
she's
snatch
like,
this.
"What?"
Yeah, she's like, you can't do that. And you can't.
And he's like, "We can and we will."
But yeah, he tricks this guy into not taking her. And then she's happy that she got taken by Jean-Claude.
That guy that played the Saudi. I looked.
Got
Apparently,
like a real cool gold tooth.
oh, I thought I had. Yeah,
No.
that gets knocked out.
Yeah, and then somebody else
Steals
fucking
it.
sneakily steals it.
And he bites it.
Yeah, it's gross. That was just in his mouth.
So they found that guy working out at the gym.
Okay.
He was a
I feel like they probably found a lot of people like
yeah.
that.
He was a college student at the time.
Okay.
Then after this, he got his degree in English and is now an English teacher.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about now. He's probably retired, but yeah, he was
Might be
an
dead.
English teacher for a long time.
Probably got Hep C.
Oh yeah, he probably totally was making out with that dude. So yeah, kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, but the two dudes that were with him looked Saudi-ish.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they weren't buff and good fighters. So
no. Okay, so they finally end up at the Kumite. They're going through like these back alleys, these real sketchy, dark back alleys.
It was Kowloon City.
The walled city, right?
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
But
do you know how I first found out about Kowloon?
No. Tell me.
Call of Duty.
Really?
Yeah.
Which Call of Duty?
I don't think it was Modern Warfare 3. It might have been Black Ops 1.
Okay.
And
so
they
probably
had,
after I dropped off the franchise.
Yeah, but the Kowloon was like a level on multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. Be cool if you could play as Jean-Claude Van Damme in that.
Ah, that'd be badass. I mean, technically, you sort of can as Guile in Street Fighter too.
Not in Call of Duty. What?
No, Street Fighter, because he played Guile in the Street Fighter movie.
He was supposed to be Guile in that?
Yeah, another American army person
with like a crazy big flat top, like a flared out flat top.
Nope, he did not.
I did not realize he was supposed to be Guile. That does not. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Which is it's kind of meta. He stars in Bloodsport, which inspires Street Fighter 2, which a movie is made of that, and then he's in that movie.
Okay.
Now, if he'd played Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, that'd have been badass.
They wouldn't. He would have asked for so much fucking money because I'm sure he knew that character was based on him. He's like, $1 million. You have to give me $1 million. Like,
oh, so Kumite.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but you find out Mate means uncle. I give up.
Is that
because that's what they say?
Uncle in the sense as I give up.
Yeah,
say uncle. Yeah.
Mate.
Right.
So what is so the name of this event is like
I give up.
I give up. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's kind of a weird name for this.
It is. You're right.
Are you fighting in the I give up tournament?
They should have maybe thought of that when Dukes was telling them all of these lies.
Kumite. Kumite.
There is a guy who, like a spectator at the Kumite that I like a lot. It's like every time Dukes shows up, he comes up, "Hey Dukes, how you feeling?"
Oh,
because he's like trying to get like his bets in.
Oh yeah,
He's just like
that's the one that shoved the money in the
yeah.
and then took it back when he showed up. Yeah.
He's not late. He shoves money in there, like trying to buy more time. Oh, he's here. He just takes it back. That guy's great. Okay, so
after the Saudi guy, where he like gets, and then
he swaps the coins,
and then he
really impressive,
and then he gets the girl. He's like, basically, I saved you. You know, she's like, what? I'll go to your room. She's like, can you take me to the Kumite? And he's like, I can't do that. She's like, I need it for the story. He's like, no
press. They don't allow press.
They don't allow press. She's like, all right, I'll figure out my way to get in.
I'll fuck some other dude.
But I'll stay here for the rest of the night. And he's like, cool. And then now she's like,
cool, Mate.
Yeah. And then, so then the very next day, she like gets her way in with like some rich dude, right? Like she couldn't have done that before.
She probably could have, but she was maybe trying to see if she could just fuck one guy.
And in the middle of this fight, she just pulls out a recorder and starts talking into it.
They probably would have fucking took her head off.
But now, like, he must have dicked her down good, got her dick drunk, because after that, she was like, you can't fight anymore.
She's smitten.
Yeah, she's like, you can't fight anymore in this.
Yeah, she calls the cops on him.
Yeah. But the cops already knew about him. And the Kumite.
So she gave them the information as to where it was going down, though.
They knew. They got paid off. They for sure knew.
Maybe. But one thing I want to bring up, when they first get to the Kumite, so they were going through the alleys, and then they get there, and okay, USA.
Yeah, okay.
That guy's fun. But then they get in, and so Frank Dukes, his invitation was supposed to be for his like sensei's son.
The one that called him Round Eye.
There's a lot of racism in this.
Yeah. Round Eye.
There's some more racism I'm going to get to in a little bit. But he hands over the invitation to show that he's supposed to be there. And they're like, you don't look Japanese.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I trained under so-and-so. Tanaka. And they're like, if you trained under Tanaka, then you have to show us the Dimmak, which is the death touch.
And then American ogre is like, who? What's that?
And it's fucking sick is what it is.
And then Jean-Claude's basically like, hold my beer.
Yeah, right? Yeah, hold my beer. He goes over to this stack of bricks. There's probably like 5 wide and like 6 high maybe. And he's like, pick a brick. Which one?
Yeah.
And he's like, this one right here. And he like points to one on top. And then those 2 guys that were taking the invitations, like they stop and they're like, wait, the one on the bottom.
And he's like,
all right, fine. And he just fucking psychs up and he just bam,
Bam.
and the bottom brick explodes. It's fucking
Yeah.
so cool,
Yeah.
man. I want to be able to do that.
I know.
Just channel your energy through 5 bricks to break 1 brick on the bottom.
I don't think that's possible.
It's not, but it'd be so
Oh,
fucking
I
cool.
know. So that later, Ogre tries to do it. He said, pick a brick. He breaks the top one. He goes, look,
The one under it isn't scratched at all.
Scratch on it. That was pretty funny.
It was very funny. There are some very funny parts of this movie.
It is funny. Like the timeline of this is like 3 days.
Yeah, it's a
And
short
how
period
quick,
of time.
like she fell in love.
Yeah.
And then now Ogre and
She like the way
Jean-Claude.
his dick tastes.
Yeah, she does. Now they're like best buds for
Oh,
life.
they love each other.
Yeah.
He's like, anytime you need me, anywhere, I'll be there.
Oh, they played a
while
video
he's drinking
game.
a beer in the hospital.
They played a video game. Do you know what video game it was?
It's like karate.
Karate
right?
Champ.
Yeah, from like
Karate
NES.
Champ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that game.
And Jean-Claude kicked his ass.
He did. Because he was like
That was part of his training. You must play video
old timer
games.
because I guess he was young. How old was Jean-Claude in this? 23, 25?
I was going to guess about there. Yeah.
That fucker looked good.
He did.
He doesn't look that good anymore, but he looked good then. Do you think it would be amazing at any point in my life to have had a body like that. But it would
Yeah.
but it has to suck to be older now, not have that body, but be able to have footage of you having that body.
Why?
I don't know, because it would just be like I had it and now it's gone.
I don't think he's I don't think he's flabby. Like he's
No.
probably still.
Have you seen Arnold?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold is flabby.
Yeah.
There's no way Jean-Claude looks like that anymore, though.
Yeah, but Jean-Claude also probably isn't just drinking whiskey and smoking cigars all the time.
Oh, I think he does.
You
Oh,
think?
cigarettes? Yeah. Oh, for sure. I watched this like documentary about him a while back, and like he was like, yeah, didn't seem like he was very.
Arnold's like
Happy.
chain smoking cigars though.
Oh
Like,
yeah, mouth cancer.
for sure. I'm surprised he still has a jaw. So also at
Do you think one day if he smokes enough cigars, he could get a tumor?
it's not a tumor. Yeah, probably.
All right,
Can you get a mouth tumor?
you can get a tumor anywhere, as far as I know.
Dick tumor?
Yeah, you get a brain tumor.
Yeah.
Which is a dick tumor. 'Cause
What?
That's where my brain is.
Oh,
my dick.
But it's Chong Li. Let's talk about Chong Li a little bit.
Bolo, big ass chest,
Fucking huge.
dude. Bolo is yeah.
And when we're introduced to him, he's going up to just fight like a random guy. But then the American, I fucking blank on his name.
Frank Dukes.
No, the
Oh, Ogre.
ogre, but he's not ogre in this
No,
movie.
he's like Jim Bean or
I
something.
got the
I don't know.
cast written down here somewhere. Jim Bean. It should just be Harley Davidson. It should be his name. Ray Jackson.
Ray Jackson.
Ray Jackson. So
That's not a white guy's name.
it's not. You're right.
Was this written for Carl Weathers?
Oh shit, he'd be fun in that.
Hell yeah. Oh, dude, the best fucking I don't know if it's a high five, but whatever you call it, ever. Arnold and Carl Weathers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Predator.
In Predator.
Dude, that's like
Still got you pushing too many pencils.
dude, that's pretty good. Did you used to use the Arnold soundboard?
Oh, all the fucking time. I called so many people with that thing. Who is your mother? Or who is your father? And what does he do?
I hope you have enough room in your stomach, because I'm about to shove my fist right in it. I don't even know what that's from.
Obviously, get to the choppa.
Get to the chopper.
So we meet Chong Li because he's
Chun-Li.
fighting Chun-Li, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Heyo.
He's fighting a random dude, but we've got Ray and Frank in the crowd, and Ray's like telling Frank, like, dude, this dude's fucking badass. Like,
Yeah.
last Kumite, he fucking
killed somebody, which it seems to be not illegal.
No, it seems like anything.
Like if you
anything
kill
goes.
someone in the Kumite, that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you're putting your life on the line on this
Yep.
tournament. Because I mean,
You know the
at one
rules.
point, Ray even says to Frank, "Aren't you a little young for full contact?"
Yeah.
you know, and I think full contact just means like
Death.
fighting for your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chong Li breaks a world record for fastest knockout.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, Frank Dukes goes up for his first fight.
Yep.
And first fight in the Kumite
Breaks
breaks
the-
that record.
Because of course that's what Frank Dukes does.
And so-
knocks out 56 people in one day.
So Chong Li, I don't think one day, one tournament.
I took it as like one day.
That's even more absurd, but I could see him claiming that.
Yeah.
But no, so Chong Li has it out for Frank because he's like, well, you just fucking broke my world record that I just broke of my own. Like he had the world
Yeah.
record and then he broke his own record and then Frank comes in and breaks that record. And so he's got it out for him. and Ray ends up fighting him first. And Frank is like, he's been watching Chong Li fight, so he like understands like where his weaknesses are and where his strengths are, and he's trying to give Ray some pointers.
Yeah.
And Ray's just like, don't fucking worry about it, I got it. And
Yeah.
he gets up there and he does his big dumb American shit, and he gets his ass fucking kicked. Like he's in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
Luckily he didn't die.
You think he was dead, right?
He's in the hospital.
They make you think that.
And they cut to them in the hospital, and he's just in his hospital bed drinking a beer. He's like, if he's not fighting, he has a beer in his hand. Like,
I mean, I kind of know someone that might be like that.
I don't fight.
No, but if you did, if you were in the hospital with a head injury, you might ask me to bring you a beer.
Probably. Yeah.
A mullet beer.
Speaking of beer, New Helvetia, they're struggling. Go check them out. Buy their beer. Buy their merch.
Yeah.
They're gonna go out of business.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's bad.
Is it out of business by the time this comes out?
I hope not. We are recording this 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out. But then Frank goes back, and then there's a big long montage of just everybody, like all the fights.
Oh, wait.
And there's one fight that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Before we get there, we got to talk about maybe my favorite character in this movie. Both the Americans' liaison. The little tiny dude with the mullet
Right.
and the cool glasses.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's so funny.
He is very funny.
I love that guy.
I like him a lot.
I don't know if he's been anything else, but dude, that guy, I mean, he was like 2'3". He was
He's
tiny,
what?
2'3".
Oh, like a short guy.
Yeah, little tiny guy. I mean, because I don't think Jean-Claude's very tall.
No.
5'8",
I think
maybe
he's
at the most.
surprisingly short.
And then this guy was like, made him look tall.
Yeah. I was reading somewhere that there was a continuity error with that character where, like, when he's leading them.
Damn, she got that swagger.
She
You
was
see that?
swinging. When he's leading them to the Kumite, going through those alleys, apparently he had a scruffy beard. And then when they get inside the Kumite, he's like clean shaven.
Oh, well, I mean, there was times
I don't
where
remember him having a beard ever.
I wouldn't call what he had a beard. I would call it unfortunate facial hair. You know,
Yeah.
as some do.
Asian facial hair.
Yeah, and it was
Asian hair.
Asian. Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, yeah, but that I can't talk without that dude.
You what?
I can't talk about the movie without talking about that dude.
No, he's fun. He's a very fun
He had a
character.
badass mullet. He
That
was
mullet
super
was sick.
excited that maybe a Westerner would win the Kumite for the first time.
Very supportive.
Yeah.
Inclusive.
The army agents,
CID agents, yeah.
they were like so all over the place. They are like nice. They're like, all right, Frank,
We'll give you an extra day.
Yeah. But then they only had tasers.
Yeah, they threatened him with tasers so
50,000 volts. Like,
they kept saying, "You want 50,000 volts?" Volts.
and also
Bolts.
they're like Hong Kong, which is hella sweaty, and they got suits on.
Yeah. That's a good point. And you know, Forrest Whitaker's sweating.
Oh yeah,
He's a thick boy.
Ghost Dog.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Another kung fu.
Ish.
movie.
Anyway, what fight were you going to talk about?
Okay, so there's the montage of just like all of the random fights because they're trying to show you that this is a big tournament.
Yep.
There's a bunch of different people from around
Different
the world fighting.
styles.
There's a black guy that's in a fight
That what?
that's like running around like a monkey.
Like a monkey? I was going to talk about that.
And I looked it up. I was like, is this a real fighting
Monkey
style?
style.
And there is monkey style kung fu. Monkey kung fu, I think is what it's called.
Oh no, it's monkey see, monkey do.
So from what people are saying on the internet is that this is a made up fighting style that they just gave to the black guy, but it's a mix between two real fighting styles, which is monkey kung fu and capoeira. Which capoeira is like the Brazilian dance fighting.
Yeah,
and the way he was moving was very capoeira, but he was also just like fucking like all four on the ground.
Yeah,
like
they were like
making
yeah.
monkey. Like,
okay,
I was
dude,
just,
just be a monkey. I was like, oh, that's
how
bad.
was he okay with doing that? Like
Money.
paycheck. Yeah, money talks.
Yeah. No, have you ever seen what's that Robert Townsend movie? He financed himself with credit cards. It's all about the black experience in Hollywood, but it's kind of a comedy.
I don't think I know
Batty,
it.
Batty, Batty. He's Tommy. Why'd you stab me in the back? Anyway, it was all about like black actors only getting like thugs and.
Gotcha.
I don't have my phone.
No, it's right there.
That's right.
And right there.
That right there and right there. Anyway.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, no, that was very racist.
Very racist.
Yeah. As soon as I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is a bad look."
Yeah.
But it was 88.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
35 years ago.
You could be racist then. In a movie.
Yeah. You're like New York funny. That's all I have for notes. I don't have anything else.
No, then some. What the fuck happens where like he's kind of on the run now? Oh, have you seen the Jean-Claude Van Damme Bloodsport Mentos commercial? Someone turned it into a Mentos commercial.
That's really funny because when the
when he's running,
agents are chasing him through,
and they put it with the song.
That's really funny.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I mean, he's very much just like stopping and turning around, like, "Hey guys," that's super funny.
Oh yeah, you gotta look that shit up. Put that in the fucking.
But
video.
those CID agents can't run for shit.
No.
Like, I mean, also you're chasing somebody who's incredibly athletic.
Oh yeah.
So they had no chance to begin with. You got a fat guy and an old white guy. Like it's just like you're never gonna catch him.
When they finally get to use the tasers.
Oh yeah, he fucking deflects it with the
trash can, and it shocks the
the other cops, the local cops.
And they're like, "All right, just go ahead and go. You can fight the Kumite."
And then they show up to spectate, and they're like rooting
for
for him.
Like,
yeah, you're right. They do flip flop a lot.
It was like, I don't know. You could have. I love this movie, but you could have taken that part out, and it would not have changed anything.
No,
it would it's not like he was like, "Oh, I got to win this Kumite so I could go back to the army."
Right.
No, that was like Canto Bright in the Star Wars movie, where they went to the gambling.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like you could have taken that whole section out, and the movie does not change
for sure.
Same with this.
Speaking of Star Wars, Forrest Whitaker,
also
in Star Wars.
Saw Gerrera.
And he can't breathe. When you were a kid, Jedi, you and I were very close, but now I haven't seen you in so long.
Jenner, so are you 18?
Gross.
You know he was thinking it.
I have a fighter jet oxygen mask that I breathe out of sometimes.
You know what still works?
Gross, man.
Oh, man, I made you say gross. So then he finally gets to... Oh, Bolo kills somebody just because. Yeah. He already beat the dude. Then he just...
Chong Li.
Kills him.
Chong Li.
And Chong Wang. That's a terrible cowboy name.
Is that from Blazing Saddles?
No.
Okay.
Shanghai Nights. Jackie Chan was... it sounded like John Wayne, but it was Chong Wang.
Yeah.
And Wilson's like, that's a worst cowboy name ever. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, just for no reason. And then
he's a dick.
And then of course he has to fight Jean-Claude at the end.
That's the last fight.
Yeah.
Is Chong Li and
for some reason
Frank Dukes.
They changed the floor for the final match.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but
angled.
That's how he was training on that when he was back at home. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's supposed to just add a more difficult element.
I guess.
Keep the fight in the middle. I don't know.
It's a lot of slow motion.
Yeah, when he gets blinded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But it's okay.
Chong Li...
You know why? He trained for that.
He sure did.
He trained for every single thing.
He can pour tea blindfolded.
Yeah. How did the Tanaka clan not win every Kumite?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Did Tanaka fight in the Kumite?
Probably, way back.
Is that how, because of his victories?
That's how he got that
he
katana.
He parlayed his... Oh.
That Frank was trying to steal in the beginning. Because he was like, you can't steal a katana. You have to earn it.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
And that was Splinter, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably don't have Ninja Turtles without this movie.
Hell no. Ninja Turtles is out before this.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Maybe Frank Dukes was a big fan.
Yeah, maybe we don't have Bloodsport without Ninja Turtles.
Hero Turtles.
So Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. So Chong Li and Frank Dukes are fighting in the final round of the Kumite, and Chong Li knows he can't beat him straight up, so he's got this little like
Yeah, what?
it looks
They
like
shoved it like, but they knew that was gonna, because they stuffed it in his like waistband.
right. So it's like
How did it not fall out during the fight?
compacted sand. So it's like in a little capsule.
Was that sand? Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
Gunpowder? I don't know what it was.
Who knows? But he gets knocked down, and Frank thinks that he's like won, and he like slips this out of his waistband, and like he like has to crush it up because it's so compacted.
Cocaine.
Oh, maybe it is cocaine. And he spins around, he throws it in his eyes like King of the Hill, pocket sand, pocket sand. And he's blinded, and he's very slow motion. He doesn't look blinded; his eyes are wide fucking open. But you're right, he did train for that.
One of his trainings for that was sitting at tea service.
Yeah, I said he could pour tea without.
Yeah,
with
but then Splinter just like tries to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
And he catches it. If he doesn't catch that, he's fucked up.
How do you think he learned?
Yeah. Have you
he
ever
didn't catch it the first time?
Have you ever been punched in the face?
No.
But dude, I've been punched in the mouth before. Like, you're fucked up for a week minimum.
Yeah. Well, he's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
So probably like a day.
But dude, like I was like, oh my god, if he doesn't catch, what the fuck are these kids? They're throwing mini water bottles on the ground. They're fucking up the table. Can someone come get your kids? Thank you.
Just stare at them, and then they get uncomfortable.
I'll call the police.
At least
I got pepper spray.
At least they're not spraying things with a hose.
Speaking of that, dude, I saw that. I got it on video. I saw that fucker going into Target. I didn't go in. I did not confront him though. I mean, I went into Target, but I didn't.
But
go
you forgot what
him.
you were going for.
Yeah,
because you were all flustered.
I was. I saw that motherfucker, and I don't know that if I had my pepper spray on me, I might have confronted him.
Why didn't you have it on you?
Because I left it here in case you needed it.
I thought you keep that motherfucking thing on you.
Here. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Mr.
And
Mike
I wasn't
from
ready.
School. You weren't ready.
I was not ready.
You failed the kumite.
Yeah, he had a shirt on though.
Should have made him say mate.
Oh my god, I'm about to mate these motherfucking kids. Anyway, cut that out.
No, it's staying in. Now that I'm doing video, I'm doing very little cutting of things.
Yeah. So, out of 5 extremely painful looking splits.
Well, hang on. So he beats.
Oh, he wins.
He beats Chong-Li, and then he gets the girl.
He gets the girl.
And then he had agreed with the CID agents that after the kumite that he would go back home without
me. That was his line. I'll see you at the airport in 2 days.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the airport tomorrow.
And we cut to a scene where they're standing outside of the plane. The CID agents are standing outside of the plane, and they're just waiting around. And Forrest Whitaker's like, "He did it to us again. He's not going to show up."
No.
And they just, I guess, hadn't looked on the plane.
Yeah.
Because he comes out, he's like, "Are we going?"
Are we going? Yeah. I was like, he got to like an hour early than I did.
Yeah.
Just for joke.
Yeah, just for joke.
Just for joke.
We kill oldest person.
Wasn't in the room. Just for joke.
Okay, so out of 5 condensed sand pellets.
Yeah.
What are you giving this movie?
I'm giving it 4.5.
That's a strong score.
You take the CID agents out of this, I give it a 5.
Ooh, one other thing we didn't mention is the soundtrack.
Oh, I have that in my fucking notes right there. Yeah, dude, there was like
the Fight to Survive song.
These are written for the movie, right?
Rips. They have to be.
Yeah, there's a Kumite song.
It's one of those songs where it's just explaining what's happening.
Yeah, in my notes it says this is a Bollywood soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure.
It just talks about what's happening and helps further the story.
The song fucking rips though.
Dude, yeah.
It's so good.
Is there a soundtrack you can get with these songs on there?
Probably.
Yeah. I love that. See, that's one thing I there's a Rushmore that I want to do. That's like Mount movie title song more.
Movie title song more.
Where we're only gonna Mount Rushmore songs that were written for a movie that have the title of the movie in the song.
Christ.
I don't know if there's enough, but
that's a small pool.
But like, or that's basically what this is doing. This would be accepted,
right?
Because it says Kumite.
True.
Yeah, you could have called this movie Kumite. I bet it was called that in different countries.
Probably.
Yeah.
I can't give it a 4.5 because the whole time that I was watching this movie, I was just wishing that I was watching Kickboxer.
But Kickboxer came out after. You would have never seen this one if you saw it first.
So much fucking better.
It is only because this one was good.
Yeah, maybe.
Without this, there is no Kickboxer.
Sure.
Like I think they looked at Kickboxer like, how can we make this better? Okay, a scarier dude with glass on his knuckles.
The big bad in that movie is truly fucking terrifying.
Yeah, Bolo looks like you could have a beer with him
for sure. Yeah, the fucking Muay Thai guy from Kickboxer is
who just kicks.
He looks insane.
Concrete.
He looks like he might. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's gnarly as shit.
Yeah. No, he looked like this dude will kill me and not care.
Yeah.
But you can't. I don't think you could. I'm calling bullshit on that score.
I haven't even given my score.
But it's bullshit because you're comparing it to a movie that came out after that would not have been as good without this movie. I think the cheese has to stand alone.
I understand what you're saying, but my rating system is my rating system.
Whatever, Letterbox.
Follow me on Letterbox _red_6_. I mean, it's also not a good movie. It's a fun movie, but it's not a good movie. And is that what are we rating? Are we rating on how good the movie is, or how much fun we had watching it, or
how much I enjoyed watching the movie? I think is what I rated it on.
And if you see another movie, you can't enjoy a movie less because of it?
Oh, I can. I don't base this on any previous things. It's not like you can't compare like this to Shawshank,
I'm still gonna give it a 4.
But they're just as
4 is a good score.
4 is a good score, especially for you. I mean, you've been on a 5 kick lately, but yeah, 4 is good.
I've seen some pretty good fucking movies lately.
Yeah, Cool Runnings totally deserves a 5.
I didn't give it 5.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
What'd you give a 5 recently?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
No.
Mutant Mayhem.
No, we didn't talk about that on here.
I talked about it.
No, but what was the last movie we did?
I don't fucking know.
Jaws was a rerun, so that doesn't count.
I don't have my phone. I don't know.
Reverse Wings. You gave the Reverse Wings a 5.
I did not. Absolutely not.
All right, so you give this a 4.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with giving it a 4. I was going to give it a 3.5, but I can't factor in Kickboxer.
Thank you.
It's a 4.
So it's a 4.25 average?
Sure.
I think so.
Do math.
I don't do math, but I think that's right.
Yeah, that's what we thought of Bloodsport. I almost said Kickboxer. That's what we thought of Bloodsport as we continue on the September movies of '88. What are we calling this? It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
My birthday month. If you have thoughts about Bloodsport, you can call and tell us about them by calling in, leaving a voicemail at 323-786-A-LOT. That's 323-786-2568.
If Justin knows how, he'll flash that number on the screen right here.
I could probably figure it out, but that's just more work.
Right here.
You're just giving me more work.
Here's the phone number. It's right here. Or it might be right here. Or right here.
You remember when I was going to do this with the homeless guy and then I just didn't? That's probably what's going to happen here.
That part's getting cut out.
You can also, no, it's going to stay in. I'm getting lazy with this, man. It took me 5 hours to edit an episode. That last episode, that Reverse Wings.
Oh.
5 hours of work.
Damn.
ALittleOffTheTopPod@gmail.com is our email address. You can always shoot us an email.
It's right here.
Fuck off. Please rate, review, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us or watching us on. You can watch this on Spotify or YouTube. If you're looking for us on Instagram or TikTok, you can find us at ALittleOffTheTopPod. If you're looking for Odd Jason Yankadick, you can find him on Instagram and the Planet Fitness app at SkillsTheBarber. If you're looking for me...
And Peloton. I've been using the Peloton a lot, too.
Shit,
you could actually follow me on Peloton if you are on Peloton.
You're back.
Give me a high five. No, not you. If you're on Peloton app.
Fuck me, then.
I'll give you... Wait. No, we'll do the...
3, 2, 1.
No, we'll do the muscle one. All right.
You are working out.
Yeah.
Oof. Ow.
Oh, no, my right hand's always been strong.
Gross. I just touched it.
Yeah,
if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd, where I rated this movie a 4 at _red_6_. I think we did it. You got anything else?
Kumite.
Mate.
Kumite. Bye for now.
See ya.